Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to this fairly impromptu live. I've actually been feeling the call to jump on a live like this for quite a while now. The idea came to me a few months ago. It was like a nudge, an intuitive nudge that gave me the idea that somehow, in some way, tuning in live with you, the people who are meant to be here, that together we can do our bit. Sometimes when you see suffering, chaos, things that feel outside of our control happening in the world, there is simultaneously a want to do everything that you can, and also a feeling like nothing that you could do could be enough. Let me know if any of you have that feeling too sometimes. And so, even if this isn't, even if this is just one small thing, I figure doing it is better than not doing it. So today we're going to be joining our energies together from all over the world. Feel free to say hello in the chat and let us know where in the world you're tuned in from. I think it'll be actually quite moving to see how we are tuned in from many different parts of the planet. Wow, already Philippines, Chicago. Keep it coming in the chat. Washington, Los Angeles, Germany, Canada, Missouri. If I keep reading, I'm going to cry. And that's okay. If at any point during this you feel the need to cry, let yourself cry. If you feel the urge to fill your body with so much love and send that love out, do so. If you feel that you can rise above those human emotions and tap into the higher consciousness levels of peace, enlightenment, then feel free to go there too. There is no right or wrong way to feel during an experience where all our energies come together. Some of us may feel the connection through tears. Others may feel it in other ways. And whatever your experience is perfect. I'm just grateful that we are here together, 45 of us so far. Incredible. I've written here a few notes just so I don't lose my train of thought. The first thing that I want to say is that I've got a prayer that I will be saying, and you can listen to it. And it is a prayer for sending healing out to the world. Not only will we be praying, but also I invite you to use your powerful energy to see the best case scenario, to imagine the world being harmonious, healing, thriving, happy. There is happiness in this world, there is love in this world, and so focusing on it, adding more power to it, seeing people who may be suffering right now being blessed, healed, soothed, showered with blessings and abundance. As I talk about a lot in my videos on my channel, you are a powerful creator. And where we put our energy is very important. We'll go into that a little bit more later. The next thing I've got on my list is that I want to acknowledge you for tuning in to this, because this wasn't a video of how to manifest your ex back. This isn't a video about how to make $1 million. This is a video about, well, this is a live about using our energies to send good energy out to other people, to make the world a better place. This is not about us. This is not about me. This is about using the energy that we have to send love and light to others. And I want to acknowledge you for being that kind of person who decided, yes, that's the kind of thing I want to tune into. That's the kind of thing I want to participate in. That's the kind of thing I want to use my energy for. That's making me emotional. I can't see your faces right now, but I know that because you're one of the people who've tuned in, you're good people. So thank you. We're doing this together. I pressed go, you pressed go as well. So the next thing on my list, excuse me for looking so much at my notes. I feel I'm relying on them today, and that's okay. I went to a women's circle last night. It was a wonderful experience. And one of the notes I wrote was, take responsibility for every word and every behavior. Because every word that you say and every behavior that you do, that you act, affects everything around you. Everything and everyone around you. Imagine a room with one radiator in that room. That one radiator, when turned on, has the power to heat that room, fill the room with warmth, make that room comfortable. That same radiator could also be off, and the room could be cold. You are that radiator, and you have the potential every single day to fill the room around you with love, with light, with warmth, with good energy. With every person that you interact with. This is another thing I heard at the circle, that a gentleman had a near-death experience, and after his near-death experience, he got clarity on what happens at the end. And the way that he experienced it, the way that he described it, was at the end, there is an account. There is a look back on your entire life, a review, if you will. And it's not a review on how successful you were. It's not a review on how much money you made. It's a review of every single interaction that you ever had, from conversations to a meeting of eyes on the street, to how you communicated with that other person in the other car. And you see all of the encounters that you ever had with all beings, not just humans. And that is what matters. What matters is how much you love, not how much money you make, not how much accomplishments you achieve, not how many material things you collect. It is the quality of every interaction you ever had throughout your entire life. So why am I saying that today? Because also, you may be like me. You may be like me where you protect your energy. Maybe you don't watch the news, or you try to keep it to a minimum, because the news it is a negative source, a negative stream of energy and consciousness. It just is. But even if you are not tuning into the news, if you're on social media, you hear about the things that have been going on, at least the negative things that have been going on in the world, from the wildfires in LA to the floods in Spain near where I live, the countless other natural disasters that aren't given as much airtime perhaps, from the wars that are still in the news to the wars that are being forgotten about. And I'm not going to, even though it's important to acknowledge these things, I'm not saying for a second ignore these things. I'm not saying for a second deny that they're happening. It's important to acknowledge the truth of what is happening. But Once we are aware of what is going on, it is then important for us to be careful of what energy we then continue to proliferate. Maybe you have noticed people around saying, "Oh gosh, have you seen this? Let me show you this. Isn't it so terrible?" And if it's coming from a place of caring, if it's coming from a place of hurting for those people and deciding, what can we do? How can we help? How can we support? Then that's okay. But if it is just to regurgitate more negativity onto more things into the planet, then that is not helping that situation. That is not easing suffering of anybody. That is just adding more of that negative energy into the subconscious mind of whoever is listening to what you are saying, right? So each and every one of us, here we are on this live, and I know that the 60 of you tuned in, and whoever is watching also after the live is over, if you're watching the replay as well, I know that your chances you're the kind of person who is aware of the power of your mind, of the power of your words, of the power of your energy. And if you are one of those people who maybe you're different, maybe you've been called weird, maybe you've been laughed at for being different, maybe you are sensitive, maybe that has been something that people have said is a bad thing, whereas it's a wonderful thing. Maybe you feel things very deeply. Maybe you are aware of things that perhaps other people are not aware of in terms of energy and so forth. If you resonate with any of that, then you are here on this planet to raise the vibration of this planet. You are here for a reason. You chose to be born in this time, to be alive right now, right? And so we have a responsibility to do whatever we can, whether it be through our thoughts, through our actions, through a combination of both, to add more light, not more darkness, to this world. Let me know if you agree. And that is the purpose of why we are here together, why I felt called to go live, and why you felt called to tune in, is together we can use our human existence to bring more light. And no darkness can win when there is light. Light always wins. Especially when we make our light strong and powerful. If a room is dark, it is only dark until somebody turns on the light. And so when you are a being of light, when you're a being who is called to spread and shine your light, the chances are you have experienced negativity and darkness in yours, and it has maybe caused you to sometimes get sucked into that darkness, or to not shine your